Okay, so my name's Rob Gearing. I work with Spartan Precision equipment in the UK. We make an ultralight hunting system. That's what it was originally established for, which has now migrated through to a tactical aspect as well. So this is a military application, police application, also a hunting application, depending on how you want to use it. So this will do a lot of things out of the box. You don't need everything, it just depends on what your application is. So the whole thing starts with a head like this, right? And you can screw your legs in, so you can use this as a monopod, bipod, tripod, quad system or pent system. And the magic piece of the gravy, or the cake as you'd call it over here, is really we had the IP for attaching like this. So our systems use these little adapters. There's a whole multitude of them. We've got about 13 of them for different types of rifle types. This is a javelin bipod. This is a hunting tool, but I just want to show you how versatile it is. That goes in quicker than you can drop the legs on a conventional bipod, which is quite a game changer in a hunting or military or tactical environment. The beautiful thing about this bipod is I can do that and I can do that. So I just demo that on the ground for you. Even on a big heavy rifle like this, you look at the movement I've got there. Shooting off carbon, huge asset compared to metal legs, like shock absorbers on a car. Happy accident for us guys, we didn't invent that one. Now if I lock it in now, I actually have a target bipod, more conventional, but I can still pull that off, quickly take it out, and it's out of the way, keeping my underwear dry and clean. Now, then we migrate onto this. So let's look at this as a tripod first. You see the amount of movement I've got on this. 360 degrees, I can shoot uphill, downhill. It's a very, very versatile bit of kit. If I want to move it to a more rigid platform, I can use this rear support, which just plugs in at the bottom. And the nice thing about this is it's quite quick to adjust. You do need to set it up for the operator clearly, but you can pull it out, you can push it in to lift it. Again, if I'm on uneven ground, I can move. I have a huge amount of movement there. Now, elevation-wise, the quick and dirty would be to pull in or let out. But if I'm fine-tuning, all I do is just adjust the trekking pole to lift or screw in. So that it's like shooting off a computer table. It's stupidly stable. And this thing weighs nothing, guys. The carbon is really good quality. It's made in Europe. These guys make control rods for aircraft. So you just see how solid that is. Pretty cool. So, okay. The nice thing about it is if I want to do the quick and dirty, forget all this. Now I can put it on a exactly the same thing, guys. Same head, I've just got two legs screwed in. This is a big, heavy Barrett platform. Beautiful rifle, by the way, Chris. Look how stable that is. I don't even need to hold the rifle. So I've got all of that movement. If I want to shoot uphill, spin around. If I want to get out quickly, just pull it off and go. So, huge advantage. Now, we haven't just made a unit here that is just a shooting system. You can put your optics on here, you can put your spotting scope on here, you can put your binoculars on here. You can even turn them into your trekking poles. So, really, really super strong trekking poles. And you have a look, and even our handles have another use. So this one's your little screwdriver head. We do a little hammerhead one. So, given my background, I've tried to find things that do more than one use. So the whole thing is a modular system. You don't need to buy everything or get everything. You get what you need to do your specific role. One other thing, we look at a tripod and think, well, we've got a tripod, why don't we use a tent? So that tripod actually turns into your sleep system. Now this tent weighs less than a pound. You're not going to go to the Arctic in this, guys, right, unless you're very well wrapped up inside. It's a single wall, get you out of the crap tent. but it is a proper walled tent with a floor. It's even got a built-in urinal, actually. I think we're the only people with a built-in urinal in a tent. So, tripod, quad system, pent system, bipod. Must show you this. We're really proud about this. We work with a great company in Austria. Check them out, Strasser. They make some of the most amazing rifles on the planet. They're brilliant engineers. They make rocket parts out of titanium. This is the world's lightest pan handle. Now, is it going to replace a big fluid ball? Clearly it is not. If you're the type of sheep hunter that's cutting your toothbrush in half, then this is the job for you. So if I just show you how this goes on, it's that simple, guys. I can lock that down if I need to. I can lock that handle off. Now, we haven't got any big optics up here, but I can put that camera on and you get the gist. So literally I can move around, and then if I want to lock it down, I lock it in place. As I say, the other thing we do a flathead converter here, so you can actually spin all of the ball off, put that on, and put any fluid head you want on. Are we going to invent a fluid head? Absolutely not. There's great companies doing that already. And we're not out to reinvent the wheels, guys. We want to push the boundaries and make great gear. But the fluid head market is absolutely where it needs to be. So this is something we've been working on for 3 years. And there's a huge amount of effort and grief that have gone into this. This bipod is basically what I'd call an ambidextrous. You set this up for the operator. So if you're left-handed or right-handed, you can adjust the leg locks. Do it quietly, quickly. We've kept the bit that's going to get dirty is protected, which seems like an entirely logical thing to do for a bipod. Lots of people don't. It's very intuitive. It's got a little nipple here. So to move it, you just push or pull, and then you just lock out where you want to put it. So also it has a huge amount of cant here. And should you need to, you can use the tripod system underneath it as well. So again, a very versatile tool. It's a different application from our lightweight hunting bipod, clearly, but it just shows you what we can do. The other thing that I would show you on this, which is quite interesting, is we can remove these legs and we can put our trekking pole legs in instead. So if you really want to go lightweight or whatever, you can actually make this as a seated bipod. So again, that versatility is really coming into its own. Tungsten carbide tips on everything. Everything is interchangeable, guys. That circuitry will not change. We use the same plug for pretty much everything. Voila.